Okay, guys. So a little bit of a quicker start in today because the internet settled quite nicely. How you going? I'm Targs. As you can see, I've got a. I'm currently located North Platte area or around that area in Nebraska, and I'm on the way to Salina in Kansas. I left from Wyoming, from Cheyenne in Wyoming. I'm using a double road train. Um, as you know, I like to use road trains and B doubles and whatnot. I'm not playing on Truckee or in any VTCs trying to be the best or anything. Um, I used to drive with Ronin Gaming on their VTC or in Truckee using the Truckee app and contribute. However, they've since moved away to a different system, and I don't want to install another app. As a matter of fact, I've actually totally removed the Truckee app from my computer because of all the tracking and the data siphoning that I found that it was doing. Every time I started it, it was siphoning data out to find out what I was doing, what games I was playing, and all that sort of thing. But anyway, a lot of people say that's not true, but it is. I think it was even siphoning even when I didn't even have the app running. It's just that's when I noticed it the most. But anyway, and I get it because it's sending information to their system to make sure I'm doing the right speed and the right everything else. I get that, but I didn't like the idea of even used to have Overwolf in it, and we all know what Overwolf was just a big data siphoning process to organize your data to sell to third parties. Anyway, without too much to do, I'm going to finish this load off. I've got a couple of 100 miles to go left, and we'll have a look what we got. We've got 502 miles for the trip distance. I think that's the whole lot of it, and I think I've done about 200-ish. Now, let's get back into it. We'll get in the truck. Truck I'm using today is the T680 2022 version, so it's the updated version. There's the complete unit. I'm also using a pretty old skin by today's standard. That was probably one of my very first skins I ever did, so please excuse it. I have got better skins that I use these days, but it was the 680, the old 680 skin. It worked on the new one, so I just adapted it to work on the new one and didn't worry too much about it. Might even actually be, no, it's not, it's one of my skins. I was just going to say it might be one of the ones from in shop, but I don't think that there is one in shop that looks like that. I might be wrong. Anyway, get back into the truck and we'll get it started up.
Metal, man.
And put the wipers on auto, and hopefully we can. Okay, let's just put that on hold because I just noticed one of my things I use is not working properly, so we'll start that again. We'll move it down there. Okay, now it's working. Okay. And when I look over like that, that's the second monitor that I'm looking at. And welcome aboard for anybody that's watching. This is only going to be a fairly short trip, run, because I have, what have I got left? 350 miles. I thought I'd done about 500, about 200 miles. And I've just had a nice sleep. And it's recently stopped raining. Now, I've got to get out of here. Righto.
Turn left. Go straight.
Okay, so it's only going to be a short run today because I'm not really feeling too well. I'm a little bit crook, but I'm bored also, so
turn right.
Just going to finish this run off, and then I'm going to go and have a cuppa and maybe a bit of a sit down. Maybe later on today I'll go for a bit of a walk along the beach.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
We go and get back on the 80. I was on the 80 before, coming from Cheyenne. Can't say I'm super impressed with the way the rain runs across the screen. That's very disturbing, but hey, it is what it is. They're custom lights I'm running. Also, yeah, and like I said, I'm also running reshader to get better graphics. Well, actually, to get a bit more contrast in. That's the main thing, is the contrast side of it, because it makes the blacks look more black. And I'm all for that. Not that fussed about the darker nights. I mean, you know, that's a side effect of the brutal graphics and weather, or weather and graphics. Okay. I'm sort of a bit perturbed about the fact that it's literally pissing down on my friggin' windscreen, and yet the road doesn't have any weather on it, but oh well. And there's no spray off any of the vehicles. Bet you we're stopping. Ah, no. Oh, way station we can bypass. Not often you get that. Ah, that's a bit better. I was just about to say it's a bit weird seating position in this truck. So, sleep 12 hours. I've got 4 hours left to go on my trip. So, yeah. Speeding kills. It's not the speeding that kills, it's the sudden stop at the other end when you crash. You make a mistake while you're speeding and yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah, I hope the audio's nice, reasonable on the stream at the moment. The actual engine in the truck is not super duper loud. So it'll be kind of, it's almost unaudible here because it's not got any throttle going. Got a little bit of beef into it now that, as you can see by the usage, look at the fuel usage and the miles per gallon at the top there, 99.9.
Keep right.
Because I'm
and then exit
basically idling downhill.
right. Exit right. Keep right and then turn right. Turn right.
Messed that up.
Go straight.
Now I gotta go past all these trucks again. Okay, neighbour's dog, shush up. I don't know if you guys can hear that dog that's barking in the background. It might only come through when I'm talking, but yeah, it happened. The dogs only really bark when the neighbours aren't home. So, and I don't know if they're home or not at the moment. So. Well, then again, could be somebody's disturbing them at the front of the house, so. And I don't mind. They're just being dogs. There's an hour and 54 game time left to play for the load.
Go straight. Go straight.
And I tend to use, you know, add a little bit of gameplay realism to it. It increases my enjoyment. When I first got it, it was like do as many loads as I could, as quick as I could. Who cares about the speed limit turn? All of those extras, you know, like fatigue and infringement, you know, traffic infringements and stuff like that. I used to turn them off religiously.
Go through the weighing procedure.
Okay.
Rerouting.
And so I had everything turned off. I used to race past. I wouldn't even stop at these way stations or anything. And these days, I tend to turn it all back on because it gives me a bit of a challenge to do the job within the time limit, and also jeez, do the job in the time limit and is without fines. So if I can do that, I'm happy. And I've also gone to the trouble of getting myself a shifter so as I can change gears manually. Then getting a splitter so that I can split the gears. And when I got the splitter, it was like, oh well, I may as well try the clutchless shifting. And whilst I don't do it perfectly, don't profess to be able to do it perfectly every single time, I try really hard to get the timing right, because it's in ATS, it's a timing thing more than it's a matching, and you can't go by feel. In a truck, you can feel the gear come into line without grinding. Sort of feel it, sort of the pressure release, and then it just slips in. In ATS or in a game, you've got to go by your timing, and you've got to look at the rev counter more than you do in the truck. It's a very audible. Well, it's after you've done it for a while in a truck, it's sort of natural feeling. You use the audio tone in these things. I mean, unless you've got a big thumping, noisy exhaust note to listen to, you don't really know what the revs are doing unless you look at the tacho. And this one's got a good tacho in it because, you know, the numbers are spread right around the dial. I do drive another truck that I really enjoy, the K220,
Keep
and
right.
the tacho
Then
on
exit
that
right.
is seriously small.
Exit right.
Oh, geez, I think we nearly overcooked that. I didn't expect that. Well, even though I was looking at the map to know it was coming, I wasn't expecting it to pop up that quick.
Keep left.
Going up gears is easy. It's the going down that's catching the gears at the right RPM
Keep
that's,
right.
I find, the
Then
hard
exit
part.
right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight.
So this will be pretty much the end of the stream. I just have a quick chat about my opinions on the beta version, and
Keep
middle of
left,
the night,
and then turn left.
I guess we should turn off the exhaust
Turn
brake. Not fully within my lane, but oh well. I suppose I can have my discussion on what I think of the... you probably noticed I'm still running the beta. Reason I'm still running with the beta is because, well, I find it... After experiencing the very short time I spent in 160, the release of 160, I don't think that I could go back to 160 in the form that it was in. Whether they've updated, made a mini patch or something like that to pull some of the stuff that's in 161 into the release version, I don't know, but yeah, I'll transition when 161 becomes the version, I think. Oh, damn it. It did my splitter didn't split for some reason. It didn't register the split to get into the low range. Damn it.
Keep right, and
So,
then turn right.
yeah, like I was saying, I don't think
Turn right.
that I'll go back to 160. I'll just keep playing 161 until 161 becomes the release. Because
Keep left. And
this
then turn
version
left.
is so much better. It
Turn
is
left.
really so much better. It's a... yeah. Anybody that's not happy with the current version, the 160, and you're seeing my video, if you're not happy with it because the clutch is screwed up or whatever, it's assuming that they haven't fixed the clutch with a mini patch or something like that. But if you're not happy with the way the clutch is working in the current version, or what was the current version when I moved, man, I'm going to make a suggestion that you actually leave 160 right now,
We're here.
and
Now
convert
drop the load and go.
to 161, because as far as I'm concerned, this is such an improvement that why wouldn't you move away from it? Okay, park brake. So, end result is, I'm super duper happy with this. Okay, so there's none there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll just go back here. Might actually even change the trailer while I'm talking to you. But yeah, I'm absolutely super duper happy with the way that this is working or been working. I go back to Cheyenne and pick this up and do a run from the fuel depot that's around the corner from my workshop in Cheyenne. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough of the stream. Catch us later, guys. See you next time.